Forge world, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you. Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me. A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest, and this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit. That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari sector from the Immaterium. The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I am the fabricated general of a Forge world. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter. We could both benefit from the Archaeotech secrets in that monastery.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough. Clear status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed recalibration obsolete. Environment unsafe due to several millennia spent.
The situation is suboptimal but manageable. This area is currently inaccessible. I will need to find a cogitator to override the local door settings. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. I'm detecting approaching forces, probably hostile. Decks are swarming with wretched creatures. They must be the descendants of the original crew, twisted beyond recognition by the ruinous powers.
Caution. Extreme purgation protocols advised.
Ambush. This cannot be a coincidence. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. The machine spirit is opening and closing gates to divert the hordes towards me. Clever anti-intruder system.
Auger readings show a considerable number of hostiles.
Irrelevant. Intruder. I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. Identify yourself.
Our true name is Blessed Binary Code, an arcane hexadecimal chant. But you can call us the Machine Spirit of the Martyr.
You are a tech heresy. You are an AI.
Your assessment is logical, but wrong. We are the purest form of the digital apotheosis, created by the will of the Holy Orders and the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Uther Tiberius was thrice judged as a heretic. I am here to examine, catalogue, and judge his tainted heritage.
Regrettably, we must refer you to our directive AFA 21A, subsection 43, outlining the protection protocols concerning the confidential research program of the Martyr. Summary: leave immediately or risk the consequences.
The conversation with the machine spirit was like nothing I have ever experienced.
Engaging emotional simulators. Initiating joy.
Disable sarcasm. This was not an ordinary machine spirit.
Was it an abominable intelligence?
No, it was something else. I've analyzed the Noosphere Extreme, and I'm certain of it.
Speculation. It could be the tech relic you seek.
A unique machine spirit with enhanced cognitive functions is a treasure that could make all the risks worthwhile.
Warning. If it doesn't terminate you first.
hemisphere.
Positive. Shifting through corrupted diagnostic confessions now.
I need a preliminary evaluation.
The logs indicate the sense of an impending catastrophe on the Malta before the ship entered the water for the last time. There are references to a rebellion among the crew members and major experiments going wrong.
Makes sense. Uther Tiberius was an excommunicated inquisitor and notoriously dabbled in forbidden research, which is also the reason I'm here. The several millennia in the war brought havoc to this once blessed monastery. It must be cleansed.
Last warning. Leave the martyr immediately.
I need to perform the override incantations to enter the local cogitator network. Otherwise, these doors will remain closed. Activation sound. This is extraordinary. I found what I was looking for. The blessed fusion of man and machine. Now I know the secret of Uther Tiberius. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became one with the machine's spirit. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence. It is the tech relic I was seeking. Operator, I need the location of a certain apotheosis chamber.
Accessing deck blueprints now.
Whatever that place it is, it must be the very soul of this ship, and the answer to all my questions.
Warning. Warp anomaly detected in the vicinity of the Malta. Unidentified large void craft emerging from the immaterial.
Splendid. Keep me updated. Spirit has changed tactics.
You are facing properly blessed Mechanicus constructs.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. Operator, initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god. Decontamination protocol has been initiated. Logically, must be another attempt to hinder my progress. Another technomember has been lost. The chamber I'm trying to breach is protected by void shields. I must deactivate all of them before I can teleport in.
You are attempting to impair the blessed defensive mechanisms. You are actively participating in sacrilegious practices. You need to stop immediately or face the consequences. We regret to inform you that due to your perseverance in committing tech heresy, your death is now imminent.
I'm ready to face the generators have been deactivated. I can return to the teleportarian platform.
Readings indicate that the Void Craft is a Chaos vessel. A Nurgle cruiser is approaching the Martyr and has launched several boarding vessels.
I need to return to the ship.
Negative. Strong Empyrean distortion fields detected. Chance of successful return is estimated low.
Understood. Any ideas?
Suggestion. Allow me to calculate the most optimal vectors and use this ship to breach the Chaos Cruiser. The impact will be sufficient to blow up the reactors, destroying the hostile vessel and cutting off the reinforcements.
What are you saying? I deal with the invaders, then get stranded on the Martyr?
That is the most optimal outcome.
Permission granted, Operator. Strike down the enemies of mankind.
I will trade my faithful servitude for blessed oblivion. For the Emperor.
Entering the Apotheosis chamber now. Wish has been finally fulfilled, Operator. A glorious end as the weapon of the Emperor. Your service was noted. Reverting to audio log. New entry. I'm stranded on the Martyr. The loss of the valuable research stored in the information canisters of my ship is irrecoverable, but the discovery of this fabled derelict could make even that worthwhile. My first encounter with a unique machine spirit was far from peaceful. Still, the presence of the Chaos Invaders on this traveling fortress monastery could make us allies. The Martyr is under attack by the forces of Nurgle, and I want to know why. I need to find a terminal to make contact with the machine spirit again. Static interference. are far more dangerous. I shall purge this place with sacred machines and extreme prejudice. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. Activation sound initialized. Requesting digital audience with the machine spirit of the martyr.
We have re-accessed your implants. Continue.
I suggest some adjustments to your defense protocols. Prolonging our mutual feud seems counterproductive. I propose cooperation against the invaders.
A logical conclusion. The Utherian theorem must be protected at all cost.
How shall we proceed?
A significant hostile force is moving against the Apotheosis Chamber. The security of that facility is critical.
Enload the coordinates.
Inquisitor, we have returned of the martyr. I'm afraid there have been some developments.
Another boarding party. They are using inquisitorial encryption. The vox stream is distorted. The warp disturbances are probably scrambling their communications. Anything to add, machine spirit?
Your assessment is correct. An Inquisitor is indeed boarding the martyr.
That's a strangely vague statement.
The mission of said agent is unrelated to your investigation, and your presence here is unknown to any Imperial affiliates other than us.
You sound like you know this person.
We gained extensive knowledge regarding the mission of this Inquisitor during the agent's first visit to the martyr.
And you neglected to mention this fact to me.
This information was unrelated to your mission. Therefore, it was categorized as low priority. Also, we must warn you that another wave of enemy forces is approaching.
You do speak their language. 99.2% of the Empyrean seals have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum.
warp fluctuations. I can only hear fragments of the conversation. Whatever the agent is doing here, the readings are troubling. Something is happening on this ship. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
You have reached the Apotheosis Chamber. This is the shrine of digital martyrdom that you must protect. Otherwise, the Eutherian theorem cannot be upheld.
I will require access to the chamber and Uther's tech relics to complete my investigation.
Your main objective is to defend the chamber at the moment. Your request is irrelevant to the situation. hostiles inbound.
Picked feed initiated. This is an enormous discovery. The culmination of my investigation of the tech relic of Uther Tiberius. Here I have the sacred pattern that contains the secret of the improved communion between man and machine. The creation of a spirit with enhanced cognitive abilities. The work of a true genius. This miraculous union needs to be studied and replicated.
Stored demonic essence will be released. Colossal amount of warp energy in the stasis chamber.
I don't know what is happening with my fellow Inquisitor, but that Vox message sounded dire.
Correct. This agent has made a significant contribution to the preservation of the Alpha subject. The survival of the Alpha subject is paramount.
I require access to the dossier on this Alpha subject.
We cannot comply. You must leave the Martyr immediately. We are initiating a warp jump, and the Geller shields on this subdeck have been compromised.
Log entry. I'm placing a grade Kappa immaterial burst transmitter on the subdeck, which will help me locate the Martyr later. I'm leaving the monastery now and try to establish connection with the other retinue. The Emperor protects. to unexplained events unfolding on the Martyr, and the dubious nature of the machine spirit, I left the monastery before it jumped to the warp. I have now arrived at the teleporterium of an unknown void ship. This vessel presumably belongs to an unknown Inquisitor. However, I have no confirmation yet. Before I establish connection with the crew, I will access a data terminal with my override code to see who I am dealing with.
The Inquisitor? The Great Serpent shall eat his soul. I will flail you alive. You told me that the Inquisitor was on the derelict.
Certain developments. The conclusion is that there are simply too many variables in this equation. I have an inquisitorial ship investigating the Martyr and the mysterious Alpha subject. The attack of the traitor Marines was unsettling enough, and the sudden appearance of these regarding the orders presents incalculable risks. Uploading data canisters. The ship is listed as the fiefdom of the Van Winter House, a rogue trader clan whose warrant of trade is currently under re-evaluation, marked as a confiscated vessel serving the Holy Ordos. Current emergency invocations indicate that the ship has been breached. Activity log mentions an Adeptus Asтерtes engaging with the raiders and an indoctrinated tech priest executing maintenance rituals on this subdeck. My priority is to find this tech priest. The security log implied it was an emergency situation. Will be punished.
Leave this wretch and deal with the Inquisitor.
We must alert the others.
decipher their blessed lingua technis, but my organic voice box is unable to respond in the same manner. I gather that you are the ranking tech priest on the ship.
Reverting to substandard audio output.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. State your identification tag.
Artificer Omicron Arc, in the service of the Omnissiah. Warning. Priority of social interaction currently ranked as 0. Drakari forces are attacking the central data vault.
This is unexpected. The Dark Elder are pirates and slavers, pursuing easier targets.
Analysis. Their primary function is to gather information. Advised action. Find the Adeptus Astartes unit engaged in combat with the raiding party.
I will find him. I leave you to your tech sermons on the damage generators. Log entry. Judging by the destinies of Platinum, the Space Marine must be close. I am still baffled by the Drakari presence on the ship. It simply must be connected to the mystery of the Martin, but the details are unclear.
Hold it right there. Is this more trickery of the Drakari scam?
There are no recorded instances of the Dark Elder using such practices. You can stand down. My rosette identifies me as an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos.
Another Inquisitor? What the? Never mind. We don't have time for this. I am Caius Thorne, Sergeant of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
I cannot say that I am familiar with that chapter.
And with good reason, if you don't mind me saying so. With all due respect, Inquisitor, I would love to chat all day. But there are thieving, cowardly Xenos raiders crawling all over the central data vault.
Let us purge that place then. We will talk later. Tell me, Sergeant, why are the Dark Elder attacking your vault?
I swear, the Holy Throne, we have no clue. Our investigation focused on who the Tiberius only. Then, the Inquisitor in charge goes back to the Martyr. And listen, I see you use some unconventional methods. But as long as you cull the filth, you have my full support.
As per the statutes governing cooperation with acting Inquisitors on the part of all Imperial subjects, supporting me is your sacred duty.
Yes, and failing to comply is punishable by execution. Not that I've ever needed such an incentive.
another Inquisitor.
Yes, we do have a business to take care of, Command. We're taking the seaway to the bridge.
Excuse me? I want a formal discourse about this. The bridge is secure for now, but your presence would be appreciated.
You couldn't have chosen a more unfortunate target in the system, creature.
I find your arrogance amusing. I am exactly where I need to be.
Your assumption cannot be based on any factual evidence.
You want evidence? Very well. I will flay you alive, and you will give me the keys to the Anathema Ultima. Almost too well for my tastes. We'll meet soon, and I'll divine the grand secret from your screaming flesh vessel.
Glorious victory. We showed them the error of their ways, with sacred fire and steel.
An analysis of the encounter can wait. Lead me to your captain first.
Welcome to my ship, Inquisitor. We are very grateful for your assistance.
Your gratitude is unnecessary, Captain. My presence here is purely the consequence of a chain of unpredictable events.
You must be aware that this ship is under Inquisitorial command.
I know that, and by the rights vested upon me, I'm here to assume Inquisitorial control.
Our commanding Inquisitor is on the Martyr. I don't even know what the protocol is in such cases.
The protocol is to obey my commands, Captain, and help me find the Martyr. What was the Inquisitor investigating there exactly?
It's all classified, I'm afraid, so I've never had the chance to find out. We were inspecting the Martyr and some kind of unique creature imprisoned there when all hell broke loose, and the Martyr jumped into the warp.
We shall pray to the Emperor for the Inquisitor's well-being, Captain. But according to my calculations, I would be at best cautiously optimistic. I've placed a transmitter on the vessel, though, which might help us locate the Martyr.
That is great news. I suppose that must be what the tech priest is so eager to discuss with you.
Inquisitor, I stretched my mind deep into the warp and connected with my own kind. I can sense the worlds beyond, and the cryptic messages flickering through the darkness, all meant for you.
I'm honored to meet you, Marcos. I've already talked to your fellow tech priest. Are you conducting your research together?
Not really. The tech priest is more focused on the ways of the machine. I, on the other hand, am a high-ranking geneticist of the machine god, with an extraordinary skill set that I feel is somewhat wasted on this ship.
If that altercation with the Drakari was any indication, You must have had a fair chance to study Xenos organisms.
Indeed. Also, with the amount of combat this retinue has been involved in, I have had ample opportunities to hone my skills in the art of inoculators.
Are you offering genetic augmentations and rejuvenation rites?
That is correct. Talk to me if you need me. My blessed scalpels are always at hand.
It was an honor to fight by your side, Inquisitor.
Your performance was remarkable, Sergeant, as one would expect from an Astartes. I am baffled, though, that I do not know anything about your mysterious Stormwatcher chapter at all.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows. But rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what exactly?
Fighting and dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. What else?
Subsector-wide scouring rights completed. The immaterial burst transmitter you placed on the Martyr has started sending signals through the Empyrean subconducts.
We have the location of the Martyr, then.
Correct. The void ship appeared from the warp in the Atroxia subsector. It is currently docking at Port Valentinus in the Draco system. Star map has been updated with the coordinates.
We have no time to lose, then.